Hello. Sorry I'm a little late. Oh. You know, that was actually... Thank you. I was actually wondering where that affinity bonuses thing was, because I remember seeing that pop up at various points. Oh yeah, it's the get off the boat button. I want to stay on the boat. Hello, hello. Not too bad, not too bad. How about yourself? Oh, well, it looks like I probably can't... I might be able to squeeze my way in there. Let me get the rest of this map on the corner here real quick. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Well, I'm glad to hear that things are going well, at least. I kind of tend to operate on the no news is good news kind of point of view a lot of the time. You know, call it a sense of optimism or whatever makes you feel good. But yeah. That's kind of what I mean. Again, you know, no news is good news, meaning like if I don't hear from you, that means that things are probably going well. Hopefully, anyway. I mean, I've kind of just been doing the same old around here. I mean, the recent development is that they gave me a whole fucking ocean to explore. So, like, you know, the plot is on pause until I've explored the ocean to my my satisfaction, because I can't help myself. I mean, I'm not upset. I like finding things and doing stuff. It's fun. I will say that, like, the control's a little bit weird, but I'm glad that whether due to the fact that I haven't closed the little window there about it, or whether it's just persistent, I don't know, and I don't care, but I'm glad it's there, because otherwise I would forget. These guys move really quick. Kind of cool, though. I don't like these kinds of enemies. These guys right here, this blue orb. They're like urchin guys. They're kind of like sea urchins. Yeah, they get really pointy, and they have, in my experience anyway, they have really high defense, and they're pretty annoying to kill. So I tend to avoid fighting them where I can. Just, I don't know, I just don't like doing it. But I'm like horribly over leveled due to all the running around and not doing the plot that I do. So I tend to
Is that what I think it is?
I tend to mostly just fight when something decides it wants to fight. But then I run away if I don't think I can win. Frangible yam. What does that even mean? Frangible. What a word.
Something so valuable here.
Made it in one piece.
Predator's paw, it says. What's this thing? Something's written on it. Wait. Dangerous to go closer. Danger, peril, jeopardy. Ferocious monster sleeping in that place. Never ever make offering. Unspeakable being. Just out of curiosity, what level does it recommend? 56? I mean, I may as well, right?
Okay, so we're handing over.
Everyone is big stupid, he says. Hello. Huh. It's gone berserk. Yeah, I'll beat the shit out of this fucking thing. Let's make it happen. Depriti Pepito. Alright, I was playing as, I mean, realistically, as long as I kind of, like, hang back and do what I can to keep people chugging, and I'm not worried about it. Yeah, keep the defense upfield going as well. I really don't mind playing as like this particular heal or the like War Medic or whatever. I think it's fine. Plus, allies tend to have a bad habit of what's the word I want? They have a bad habit of just like blasting out interlinks at times where they really shouldn't. So like if I'm not directly controlling the healer, like the healing just disappears. Yeah, everybody fucking has overfall all the time. It's fine. Yeah, that's been the one thing that I find to be nice about playing as a healer instead of. Let me do one of these. Like right now, like why are they both interlinked? What does that accomplish? I don't really. It's not that deep. It's only like annoying. Like I don't really mind. Again, like I said, I don't really mind playing as this particular healer. So like it's not really that deep. Alright, so Uni might die. If she does, I just pick her back up. Mio's running light too, which I don't love. Where the fuck did Mio run off to? Oh, she's over there. She's stupid. He is a pretty small lad. Alright, everybody's alive, so let's do a chain attack. Let's do this. So you open up with a DPS. I'm proud I made him that class. Do a healer of some kind, something that actually does a heal. However minor is still better than sharp stick in the eye. actually don't use her right now. I use you. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I think the defender aggro is important here. I think I actually do use Tyon here again. And I skip the healer and instead I do you. Keeps giving me Tyon here. That's a whole lot of weird emotes. Yeah, so I think what I do here is I actually do this for the free reactivation. She reactivates 2, I think, by default. Yeah. So then I can. So with these people here, I'm trying to decide. Yeah, I'd have to look at see them larger. Yeah, that's those emotes are all definitely choices. I think I actually do you here now. So we do here. This lands here, and then we use Noah. Or actually, we do Senna, I think. Yeah, I think we can get away with Senna. 47, that puts me right to 95, so then we can do Noah to cap out at 99. And then we use Tyon for the big damage here. Just to make the number go up really fucking high. Yeah, I like that one too. I think that chain attack went pretty well, all things considered. Definitely dangerous. Curiosity killed the Ferox. Danger is in cuteness. Oh, they're mad because they're clearly cuter than the guy. Disheartening. Yeah, yeah. No pun, not able to be out-cuted. If friends do again, then friends not expect to eat tasty sausage anytime soon. Sip? Alright. Yeah, that one's pretty good too. That's a pretty good emote. I wonder where it came from. Gee golly. So now he's capped on what he can do. I don't know if I've ever played a Thaumaturge, but I don't really want to fuck around with my balance of Also, while I am playing menus for a minute, I do have this that I can do. Cozily wants some citruses, so may as well give her a hand. So that one I pulled directly from so I've tooled around with writing music for a very long time, as you may or may not know. And a long time ago, I used a program called FL Studio. These days, I use Ableton just for my current workflow. When I do happen to, accumulate enough like inspiration to work on something, it's just easier for me these days. But Fruity Loops had a very big scene for like people just making their own synthesizers, making their own VSTs, as they were called. I think it stands for something, and I used to know, but I can't recall off the top of my head right now. But I would say particularly infamous one was it was called Delay Llama. Delay is a play on Dalai Lama. The I don't have the knowledge of the subject to go into detail about who the Dalai Lama is at the moment, but so it was like a weird voice synthesizer. It still exists too. If you look up Delay Llama, you can still find it. But it's a weird voice synthesizer, but like that guy is just staring at you the whole time you use it, and as you are using it, like, he's like moving, and like he, like, visually anyway, like sings the notes at you and stuff. There are a couple of, it's been used in a few things of note. If you're familiar with the game Kirby Air Ride, they used it in one of the tracks in the game Kirby Air Ride. If I remember correctly, I think that if you remember that meme of like that like guy, that like adult with the sunglasses playing the trombone and his son standing next to him like slamming an oven shut over and over, the song that they're playing, if I remember right, that original song used it as well. I could be wrong, like I could be totally off base on that. I might just be misremembering, but I feel like that was the case. But I'm sure that it's cropped up in all kinds of places. Because that's just kind of the sort of thing that it is. I don't really need ether. Sounds like some shit's beating up some other shit up here. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of think that Delay Llama is like a concept is funny, and then like also the synthesizer is funny. It's actually really not bad. It's the one unfortunate thing with Ableton is that I can't use like wackadoo shit like that nearly as easily. Like you can kind of like port it over basically, but it requires some work on my end that I don't like the synthesizer enough to do basically. So if I really need
Be sure to exercise due caution.
if I do decide at some point that I really need it for something, I'll just crack open Fruity Loops and do whatever I need to do with it, and then export it into Ableton, just to, again, you know, align better with my current workflow. Yeah, something is definitely getting beat up over there. Yeah, some fish are fighting. That's their problem. I got this shiny thing I need to pick up. I still don't know what those are for. If I'm supposed to know, you know, that would be news to me. I wonder if something big and scary is going to show up when I step in the middle here. No, actually, that's I cracked open a Zero Sugar Sunkissed. It's actually my last one. But that is a pretty good guess. I do have Vanilla Pib and Zero Sugar Coconut Dr. Pepper right now. Yeah. No biggie.
We're well rested.
See if I can get any upgrades here. Nope. Not right now. That's okay. Might be able to level up. Nope, not quite. That's okay. Nothing to discuss. Yeah, I'll do a cook. Let me see here. Oh, I don't have the army sirloins. I don't care enough to I don't care enough.
Buckle up. We're rolling out.
Anyway, back to continuing my efforts to map the ocean. AKA shit nobody fucking asked me to do, but I'm doing it anyway because I can't help myself. I mentioned this during the last stream I did of this, but any game with like any game with like waterfalls like this where like it's just like the end of the world. Like this, it's peak every time. I love it every time. Maybe that's just like some deep down nostalgia for like Golden Sun or something like that, but like if thinking that aesthetically like big waterfalls like this rule is wrong, then I don't want to be right. Oh yeah, it's cool. I know I can't get through here with this boat, but no, I can't. No, the game's pretty strict about like walls and stuff. Same thing in Golden Sun as well. Game's pretty strict about walls. In Dark Dawn, there's like a way to go down part of one of them in a specific spot. That leads you to Golden Sun Dark Dawn's like post-game dungeon and like super boss and stuff. If you really want to see that, just dig around in the VODs. Which, by the way, in case you are the same sort of person as I am, and you hear that the internet hates a game, and you want to know why, the reason that people don't like Golden Sun Dark Dawn is literally just because it ends on a cliffhanger. There's a level 63 unique enemy in here. That is, on paper, theoretically doable, but I'm not going to hold my breath about it. Talkative Daraka. I'm not going to fight that guy right this minute, but I'll try to remember that he's here. Because it's Golden Sun Dark Dawn is literally just more Golden Sun. Which, if you like Golden Sun and you like Golden Sun The Lost Age, you're going to like Dark Dawn. Oh, dude, these trees are great. I like that. I totally understand that. Like, I think that I think based on having played through as much of Bloodborne as I'm willing to recently, I think I like FromSoft games in theory. Like, in practice, not so much, but like in theory, I think that they're pretty rad. Like, on paper, they are cool games, but they are just very much not for me, and that's okay. Gave it the good old college try. It's one of 2 games I've ever given up on stream. The other being Boktai 2. The end of Boktai 2 just got, like... So, Boktai 2 is kind of complicated, but, so, Boktai The Sun Is In Your Hand is a stealth action game for the Game Boy Advance, developed by Konami, that, notably had a solar sensor in the cartridge. But the solar sensor, it's kind of like a photo sensor, but kind of not. Like, all it really cares about is like light intensity more than anything else. And so the mechanically the game for lack of a better term, the gameplay loop of Boktai The Sun Is In Your Hand is you go to a place. You puzzle your way through it, you fight a vampire at the end, and then the vampire winds up in a coffin, and then you drag that coffin back to the beginning of the area, where you then use the sun to purify the vampire and kill it permanently. And
Hey, the mud has dropped something.
Whoa, what's with that one?
And you were basically graded on how well you did as far as like not being detected by enemies and like, you know, not being detected by enemies, not getting hit by stuff, you know, how quickly you got through, stuff like that. So there's a lot of replay value in that if you really want to get good at it. But Boktai 2 took that same engine, being an isometric, you know, the combat is designed to be the engine is designed with clunky combat in mind, because again, you're supposed to be avoiding combat as much as possible, but they took that same engine and stapled an action RPG into it, and it just doesn't work as well. Conceptually, there's a lot of things I really like about Boktai 2. But in practice, I feel like having such a heavy focus on combat really just hurts the game more than it helps it. There are levels, there are stats, there's different equipment, all kinds of stuff along those lines. You know, there's like a whole magic system that gets complicated. Is not the right word. It's kind of weird, because some spells you can only cast if you're set up a certain way, and it's a whole thing. Not super relevant necessarily right this second, but I just felt like the combat was asking too much of me from it, like just based on what I'm capable of doing with the controls that I have, basically. It's like an action game design. It's an action game trapped in a stealth game's body, and it just makes the experience of playing it far more negative than the first one was. The first one
Is this like a rare thing?
so I think I got to like the last boss, or like the second to last boss, and it was just done. I was just over it, because the execution that the game was asking me for at that point was in my opinion unreasonable. And the only way to get around that would be to level grind for probably longer than the game should take to beat, you know?
You itching to get wrecked? Way too soon.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
I don't know if you're familiar with like Metal Gear Solid, but it'd be as if you took you took Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation 1's engine, and you tried to use that to make, I don't know, Devil May Cry or something like that. You know, it just doesn't work. Functionally, it's just not good. And like generally, when I encounter like a game that's expensive, as Boktai 2 is, you know, the question is it expensive because why is it expensive a lot of the time? And the answer in Boktai 2's case is because it sold poorly. And I imagine that part of the reason that it sold poorly was because it's not as fun as it should be, you know. They had something that worked, and instead of, you know, making more, maybe even like making it more mechanically interesting, you know, they made it into something different that just doesn't work, which is a genuine shame. Radical. Yeah, we got some ranks that went up. Well, looks like Uni's done. Oh, and Mia's done too. Okay, cool. Uni and Mia are both done, so I think if I make you into a healer, no, I kind of need to keep you as a tank. I haven't had you be a heavy guard yet. Well, I need to make you into a tank because it's the only class I've really got access to. Well, I guess I can make you full Metal Jaguar actually, but I like playing. I like playing full Metal Jaguar, so I'll play Mia. Now these guys are probably gonna want to fight when I get up here. Is that no good? Grapefruit no good for you?
Oh, that's a rare one.
An ether channel. Should we fill up?
I know that grapefruit can like mess with like medications. Oh, yeah. I hope that's no good. I'm sorry. I'm not sure what to say, to tell you the truth. Hope it winds up being okay. I don't know. I don't know what else to really say about it, I suppose.
Not to worry. Just stick to
Supreme Blant.
no.
Uh-oh. Anything concerning or just stuff that's annoying? I'm sorry to hear that. That's no fun. Side effects are pretty spooky. I know before I got my tooth pulled, if every once in a while it would hurt real bad, and it was a really like gnarly whenever it did. Here we go. Senna got a rank up. I didn't just change her class, so okay, 7. Cool.
Yeah. See if we can keep this up.
I know I've got a friend who actually she ah man, that's actually really frustrating. Can I like fast travel back up there? More or less, not even slightly. Beauty. Okay. Well, guess we're gonna be doing that for a second. But a friend of mine, she yeah, whoops. Oh well. But she used to get like insane migraines, like absolutely killer ones. Like they took her out for like the whole day. Her day was just trying to avoid getting sick. Because of how bad her migraines got. She started taking a medication that seems to have fixed it. You know, she seems to be doing a lot better these days, which I'm really glad to hear. But yeah, it was pretty messed up.
What's that?
Poison. It's stinky in there, but I might go there anyway.
They caught a whiff of us.
Oh, something's mad.
What's that?
Is there like another path behind this guy? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, it looks like it's a path that kind of drops down into here. This guy's probably going to want to fight when he sees me. No, he doesn't give a shit? Cool. I'm game. I do kind of want to get through this poison, but it sucks the whole time.
Hey, this one means business.
I think I just die. Yeah, the poison is kind of not my favorite thing. I'm not gonna beat my head against it though. Wanted to give it a shot. I didn't expect expect them to just like throw an enemy at me about it. So, not the end of the
I
world.
think I could stare at that forever.
You know, odds are there's probably like a thing that happens where they give me the ability to deal with the poison, like where it like doesn't hurt me anymore or something like that. I bet, because that definitely is not the first point where I've found it on a path that just goes forward. Definitely has happened before, so I'm sure that there's a way to get past. Let me take a look at the map a little bit better. So you can try to figure out how to get back up there. So I need to kind of circle around and then cross this and then kind of go back there. So there's a thing there. I'm actually going to kind of like
And now we're gonna
do
go
that
here.
just so I can remember to stop there. But I want to finish mapping this whole chunk up here first. So I need to, yeah, go around this way. Yeah, let me
All under control.
Leave it
switch
to
back to Mio here. Get back to playing with the
I
guns.
think I could stare at that forever.
me. Is this like a rare thing?
Guys, get ready to fight.
Well, that's good at least. It's a good thing that things are calming down on that front.
Amazing! Spectacular!
And I was the MVP. You all think I'll whack 'em good.
No time! Quick ball! Quick advantage!
Never the parry.
Nothing get you flustered!
Stormy sky.
Big impact. Keep on pelting them.
Nobody's perfect. Not the end. Not as long as you're all right. It's not the end of the world, you know. Ranks keep going up.
Got a rare doodah right here.
Nothing I need to care about just yet. Just a second. Getting there, but not quite. Well, looks like we got another fight that people want to do. I'm actually gonna get after these lower tier guys over here just to get them out of the way here. You know, I honestly don't know why they call it a grapefruit. Yeah. Yeah, same. If I knew, I would tell you. Just the sort of thing that I guess has just been just like the way that it is, and I don't know, I guess nobody's really thought too hard about it. I mean, I'm not really too picky about the words that people use to describe things as long as everybody's on the same page about it, you know? Like when I talk about a grapefruit, you know what I'm talking about.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
You know? Not really a big fan of grapefruit myself, to tell you the truth.
Better give it a good once over.
Interesting.
Well, now, ain't that
Otherworldly Rodson. I could theoretically kill that guy, but it might be hard. If he decides he wants to fight, I'll fight him, but I'm not gonna seek it out right this second. It's probably where they put the gravestone for him when he dies. See treasure over there. That's important. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
What are you hiding, little guy?
You know, similar things having similar names that can't really be reasonably confused with one another makes a lot of sense to me, but
What's that?
I'm also not the guy making the call on what fruits are called.
No time to fail.
Bye, Monica. Have fun. Yeah, same here. I mean, same thing over here.
We've been found. I'd say we were moving in sync. Right, Tile?
You think you're all that, do ya? No!
Show us what you got, Senna. Divine protection. Nice move, Tile.
Much what I expected.
I'd say we were moving in sync. Right, Tile?
Their honors. Orders? No knockout!
Bust off with the power, Senna.
That's all you've got? Monica, there's nothing to get you flustered. Fire! Uppercut!
Divine protection.
Right, right.
Myopic screen. Hammerhead.
Get out of here! Geo! Monica, there's nothing to get you flustered.
Covetous Garantodon. I'll leave him be for now as well. You know, I actually, I'm thinking about things that are named in ways that I think don't make sense, but, like, the challenging thing with that is that,
They're on us. Orders?
like, being that it's all, like, stuff that's just the way that it's been my whole life, like, nothing really feels, like, wrong, per se, you know? And not knowing multiple languages, like, I really just, what's the word I want? I really just don't, you know, I don't really have that kind of frame of view to where I could really even point to anything in particular.
I'd say we were moving in sync, right, Tyon?
Something so valuable here.
Yeah. There's just this little chunk over here. I think if I were to... It looks like I might be able to hop down there or something like that. Oh, that's on the other side of the poison, actually. That's where that is. And I'm not gonna worry about that little spot. I'm gonna try to get that thing again over here. Just gotta remember to jump at the end. There's like a little chunk of map over in the corner here that I didn't get the last time I was over here, though. There, let's try to get the shiny thing over here, and then we'll move on. Mm-hmm.
Night has fallen.
This has got to be worth a bunch.
There we go.
Put it away for safekeeping.
I wonder, am I allowed to fast travel to the boat? No, I'm not. Damn. Okay. How am I doing on the map, by the way? Oh my god. I've just been going around the edge, right? There's so much. And, like, the thing is, like, I would absolutely, like, just fill this shit in on my own time, like, while I'm not streaming, right? But, like, there's, like, so much shit to find. I imagine once I get out of the edge, though, it'll be a little easier. I do think it would be genuine torture if I was doing it all just like swimming everywhere. That would be torture. That would be torture not only for you but for me too. Because it's so slow, it takes so long just because of how big the area is. I think my one complaint about doing about the boat though is that I think that the normal music for wandering around this area, like on foot, is better than the boat music. Yeah, that would be that. I don't know. I don't know what my plan is once I finish like the edge here. Finish going through the borders. I don't even know if I really have much of a plan on that front. I didn't mean to get out right there, but I did anyway, so here we are.
We've never been here before.
Searing Strand, huh? This place is green. That might be bad for me. I'm gonna go touch it, and if it might be really bad for me.
Geographical info updated.
Geothermal belt. Yeah, this kills you really bad, actually. And it's, like, faster than poison, so I'm not gonna go over there at all. That'll be another one for later. Again, I'm sure that, like, there's gonna be, like, a colony or, like, some other, like, person who teaches me how to walk in, like, the poison in, like, the green without dying horribly. Which will let me more properly explore the lower mech, the Great Wood as well, which I think would be cool, but... What level is this unique enemy here that's by the shiny thing? 46. Oh, this guy's cooked. He dies very easily.
Can't leave him running about.
Little Fort Morley. I'll fight it. I won't even bother fighting him if he doesn't get mad at me.
Let's put it away for safekeeping.
Alright, buddy. You don't want to fight? I won't fight. You can stick around for the moment. If I change my mind, I know where to find you. There's a corpse over here. This is like a Kavesi guy. They sure made it pretty far away from home.
Hey, the mud has dropped something.
Welcome back. I gotta get out of the boat to map this little chunk of beach and grab this treasure. I'll probably never set foot in this area again.
What are you hiding, little guy?
Not much. More just like little beaches on the edge here that I'm walking on once and probably never will again. I mean, I'm getting close to where I started. But I don't know. I think that there was like a cutscene that started here that put me here. That's why there's a gap there. There's like an edge along here, and then there's stuff to do. There's a lot of stuff to go examine. Because there's still the whole middle that I just haven't touched yet. But I've basically been fully exploring all of the, all the, little islands and inlets and stuff that I've been finding along the edge as I find them. Oh, that's always nice when that happens. I've had that happen to me kind of both ways. Like, there are, magic cards that I in 2015, there was a magic card that I bought for $10, which was a lot of money for me at the time, being broken in college, right? And within 6 months, Wizards of the Coast reprinted it, and it wound up being worthless after they reprinted it, and I was kind of bummed about it. I still have it, I use it actively, right? But I know that it reprint stuff is kind of different with Pokemon versus Magic the Gathering, but here, I gotta touch this little piece of beach right here too. Outside of special sets, I'm pretty sure that they don't reprint stuff the same in Pokemon the same way that they do in Magic the Gathering, but feel free to correct me if I'm wrong about that. I don't really know. I don't actively play Pokemon, the Pokemon trading card game. I don't keep up with it. I tooled around with that Pokemon TCG Pocket for a little while, but that's been something that they've been doing kind of recently, where they'll print because they've done, Wizards of the Coast has done foils for a long time, probably upwards of 20 years at this point. If not, then just under 20 years. But so I mean that's been a known entity, foil wise. But they do stuff with the frames and different arts for known cards and stuff like that. That's a pretty normal thing. I will say one thing that's nice about my favorite Pokemon being kind of dumb is that if I really wanted to collect if I really wanted to collect all the cards that my favorites were on or whatever, I'm sure I could do it for not a lot of money.
Let's just sneak a peek. Looks like a pretty rare specimen.
I'm sure that older printings might be older printings of some stuff might be kind of pricey depending, but I also think that I like Fortress and Natu and Xatu a lot. So I mean, there's definitely an element of that in the sense of like these are Pokemon that have been around for 25 years, you know, like so there's probably a good number of cards with them on it, and there's probably some that are kind of expensive just because the sets are old, which is fine. And believe me, it's exactly the same thing with Magic the Gathering as well. One thing about Magic the Gathering that actually makes picking up some cards pretty tough is that when foils used to be like extremely rare.
Time for the morning workout.
So
Like a rare thing? Let's just sneak a peek.
as an example, one of my decks, I've been working on foiling, having the entire deck in foil that I possibly can, and something that's kind of hard about that is that the one card that I do not have in foil yet that has been printed in foil is from an older set. So the card itself is also not cheap to begin with. It's a card that I paid about $100 for, right? Well, the foil is, I've seen listings anywhere between $600 and $800 for it in foil.
This has got to be worth a bunch. Let's put it away for safekeeping.
Like, there's a card that gets printed regularly called Birds of Paradise, right? It's just like a bird. And you can buy a copy of it for probably $5 or less these days, right? But the version that I wanted for that deck that I'm foiling is a foil from when foils were a lot rarer. And additionally, there's a period of time where Wizards of the Coast. So I'd have to get some cards together to be able to show you properly. But so most Magic cards have a black border, like the card border itself, the very outside. But Wizards of the Coast, for a period of time, decided that they wanted to differentiate original printings from reprints of certain cards. And the way that they chose to do that was to make the border of the reprints white instead of black. But and they do like a set built pretty much entirely out of reprints pretty regularly, like once a year or so. And the way and this reprint set, the couple of them that they did after they started doing foils. So they would the foil versions of the reprinted cards that they would do, they printed the foils with a black border instead of a white border. So what that means is that these foil versions of these cards from these particular sets command a very high premium, because they also often had at the time unique art in the reprints. So like they would print a card, they would reprint the card, but they would give it new art. So the only way to get a foil version of this card with this art is to buy the very expensive reprints. So this card that I have, again, it's a $5 card. The foil version of it that I have for this deck in particular is like a $200 foil. And for reference, it's also a card that has been printed regularly since the first set. And the first set versions of those cards are up over $1,000, if not a couple $1,000 these days. But I don't care about that kind of stuff. I only know about this stuff because I'm in the market for foils of certain things. Just being these cards that I'm using. And another thing the Wizards of the Coast has done is they've experimented with different types of foiling. Yeah, me too. Like, I collect stuff that I like or that I use. Like, there are a couple of cards that, there's like a card or two that I just like pick it up. Like, if I'm like trading with somebody and they've got a copy of it in their binder, I'm just like, yeah, I'll take this. If you don't want it, I want it. I think that's the whole border, actually. Let me take a look at the map here. That is the entire edge of the map, of this map. And there's so much more to do. There's so much more to fill in. Well, nothing left to do but to do it, right? This circle is in fact closed. Alright, so avoid this island right here. I'm gonna circle around it right now. Level 79 guy just chilling right out the back, huh? I'm not gonna get out of the boat here because this is where the game wants me to go, and therefore I need to be difficult. I'm gonna like go this far in, and that's it. I'm not gonna go any farther. Oh, we're doing some Magic the Gathering. All right, radical. Oh, we're doing all kinds of shit. All right, let's move some stuff around. Oh, don't worry about this. So that's actually that actually just came in the mail today. That's actually a capacitor kit for my Super Nintendo. Yellow. Okay. So when I'm done streaming Earthbound, I'll probably go through and I'll replace all the capacitors in it just so it sticks around longer. So this one came through first, so let's do this first. Let's see what we get. Got a Flame Chain Mauler. +1/+0 Menace Elemental. Kinda neat. Nothing special, but nothing. Probably won somebody a draft. Heirloom Auntie. Oops, I dropped it. I'll pick that back up so we can get a better look at the art. Heirloom Auntie. Surveil 1. I like a Surveil. Got a Glamourmite. I like the Flash. That's actually kind of neat. There's a Gold Meadow Nomad. Makes another body after somebody takes it out. Assert Perfection. Interesting. Burning Curiosity. I feel like I've heard the name of this spell for some reason, and I don't remember why. Got a Flaring Cinder. Got a Spiral into Solitude. Got a Personify. Illusion Spinners. Virulent Emissary. This is actually a very good card. I'm actually setting that aside for me for later. Got a Sig Wanderwine Wisdom. ETBs, target creature gains when it deals damage to a player or planeswalker, draw a card until end of turn. Then beginning of your main phase, you can pay a white, and if you do, you flip them over into Wanderbrine Shield. Target creature gains protection from each color until your next turn, and then you can flip them back and forth. We've seen a couple cards like that. We got a foil Tend the Sprigs. And just a normal basic swamp. Good art though. And the token we got is a goblin on one side and a fairy on the other. There was a point in time where a blue-black flying fairy token was very expensive, actually. Not a bad pack. Not excited about the rare, but this uncommon goes. This is an extremely good uncommon. This will probably be worth money later, once the set's out of print. So let's get going on this Desert Storm pack. I don't really feel like going into the whole spiel about how I feel about the Iran war going on right now that my country has decided to do for some reason. So In case you don't know, I strongly disagree with it, and I've held disagreements about it from the word go. Got a mail call. Whoops, almost dropped it. General Yosik. Got unit sizes B. CH-47 Chinook. USS Sides. Desert Drink. Anti-chemical gear. UH-60A, and our sticker this time around is the flag of the USSR. I don't know, nothing really like earth-shattering on this one. I think just like the concept of carrying around a bag of water in the desert is kind of entertaining to me, but like, I don't know, I don't like helicopters, so you know, nothing earth-shattering in that one. Like photography wise. I'll add that to the ever-growing pile of cards that I need to sort into the binder and deal with eventually. I keep putting it off because I just keep putting it off. Yeah, it's not bad. It's fine. I don't know. Nothing that's like blowing my socks off here, I guess. That's okay. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure when people pop by, and I've got absolutely no qualms about being a sleep aid. If it were, you know, as somebody who struggles with getting enough sleep, whatever works, I'm happy for you. And if it happens to be me driving around in circles in the ocean in Xenoblade, then you know that's great. I'm happy for you. There's an enemy in front of me that I just pushed super. Yeah, the music is really calm. I don't know. I just get like a certain sense of accomplishment out of like filling in the map. Especially such a large map. It's like there's just so much stuff. You know, like, I've been driving around in circles for a minute, and, like, I've got, like, this. You know, I've got the border, and, like, that's almost about it. The border, a couple of these little inlets. I have a shockingly large amount of the map for this island that I need to go to for the plot that I'm just ignoring. I don't know, I think what I might actually do, just for the sake of expedience, is like try to discover everything, you know, get the islands all squared away, and then like I can just fill in like the dead ocean on my own. Because as much as I personally don't mind just like driving around in circles and filling in the map, I imagine that it would get like if I spent like several hours just doing that, you know, like I run out of shit to talk about quick, so like I can't imagine that would make for the most engaging of content on the planet. You know, as much as I hate having to think about like content and shit, like I have to, you know. So you just get to like microdose my like, you know, what I like undiagnosed but not quite right behavior here. I don't know. Unfortunately, due to the nature of live streaming, I do kind of have to take into consideration the
Is that what I think it is?
what's the word that I want here? Like the way that like some random person clicking around would feel like if they're like, oh, I really like Xenoblade 3. This person's streaming it. That sounds like it might be nice to watch, and they just pop in and they see me just driving around in circles in the ocean for like 45 minutes. Like I can't imagine that they would stick around much after that, unless they are exactly the same type of person, which I am. So.
Something so valuable here.
And that's fine. You know, don't get me wrong. Like,
I wonder what's around here.
you know, I don't personally have a problem with it, but I have to consider, like, you know, from like to a certain extent anyway, from like a discoverability point of view, like it's not really conducive to that sort of thinking.
More husks. Better see them off.
To again drive around in circles for 45 minutes, unless there's like a very specific reason that I'm doing it, you know. I'm just doing it because when I open this thing up and I see like an endless feeling expanse of nothing on the map, it bothers me. Like I said, undiagnosed, but something ain't quite right, you know. That's kind of how I look at it. So I think I'll try to focus on the islands at least to, I don't know, make it technically be more productive. Yeah, exactly. Treasure and side quests, that's what I'm always looking for. Whenever I'm doing this kind of garbage. Like several of those little like collection side quests I've been able to do just by like driving around. You know, I occasionally find these little husks
We can't leave it like this.
that I got to deal with, which bumps up my reputation with colonies that I haven't found yet.
Oh, my plumage is everywhere.
You know, Monolith knew what they were doing to me specifically when they put an area this large in the video game.
Getting late. Find somewhere to rest.
Should find somewhere to rest, he says. I'll rest when I'm dead, buddy. It's not that deep. It seems like I've stumbled upon quite a large island here, actually. Which, to be fair, like, compared to the, like, silly little islets that I've been running around on, you know, any island's probably gonna feel kind of big. Oh, you know, it's something I do want to do real quick here. Yeah, there's a lot going on here, actually. Yeah, there sure is, huh? Something that I do want to do real quick here while it's on my mind. Let me find this. Let me get rid of that because I don't need that anymore. Yeah. That's one of the ways that I find out that it's time for bed. If I happen to be up late. Every once in a while I'll doze off in my computer chair. Wake up, it'll be like 3 in the morning and be like, alright. Believe me, I know the feeling all too well. Actually take a closer look at the map. Okay, so there's just like a whole section that I've just kind of ignored, but I'm gonna take the... I'm pretty sure... Is that the beginning of a zipline? It looks like it. Because ziplines are technically affected by gravity, so... I'm gonna wander around up here, though. I think that there's gonna be some treasure in this, like, ruin that I'm gonna grab real quick.
A container.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, seriously?
It's like drop down
It's
from
right there.
above.
There's no way to it.
No, there's like a stairs. I just have to figure out how to get up.
Is that what I think it is?
What kind of place is this? Let's just sneak a peek.
These ruins remind me a lot of things in the Aerith Sea in Xenoblade 1. Like all the platforms all over the place. This is reminding me a little bit of the one Titan in Xenoblade 2. These guys are really big. Should I be here? Is this bad for me? Is this bad for my health right now? This is potentially very bad for my health. I have no desire to get involved in this fight between the big monkey and the big I hope I do not accidentally get dragged into it in my efforts to fill in the map of this, the inner part of this island that is extremely high level compared to me. Yeah, these guys being like 10 levels higher than me, I really cannot feasibly fight anything in here. I just have to more or less evade things, just dodge shit. That's kind of all I can do. Realistically, I think if I get shit on too, if I get into a fight, I just lose it, and if I do, I'll probably just leave this be for now. So yeah, with how strong these enemies are, there's just no chance. Like, some of the lower grade enemies, sure, but like these giant monkeys and dinosaurs and stuff, no way, it's not gonna happen.
Is this like a rare thing?
This guy's looking in my direction. I don't love that for me.
What are you hiding, little
Say,
guy?
isn't this valuable?
Let's put it away for safekeeping.
Yeah, the elite enemies tend to aggro, but the normal ones of these guys might not, if I'm lucky. Yeah, it seems like they don't, the normal ones aren't, which is nice. This guy absolutely will aggro if you catch a sight of me, though. The monkeys always do. The fish might not. I'm not totally convinced one way or the other. The elites absolutely will, but the fish might not, which would be nice. Certainly would make my life easier trying to do what I'm doing right now. Looks like another fight between the dinosaur and something else over there, too. This island is huge, dude. It's massive. It's like the size of a whole fucking area from earlier in the game. Jeez. Feels that way anyway. Admittedly, again, part of that probably does come from not having free reign of the place, due to the fact that I'm way weaker than all of the enemies, but...
Whoa! Get a load of the sky!
Seems like those walrus guys don't give a shit, which is nice.
We can't leave it like this.
How the hell did this guy get out here? Jeez Louise. It's impressive, honestly.
How about here?
Getting symbols for places I've never even seen before. It's wild. Oh, That's why they're talking about the sky, the weather. It's like an aurora. I'll have to look up and see what I can see if I can see anything of interest when I get up here. Sure can. That's nice. That's nice looking. That looks really nice.
Oof, this looks serious.
Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Thank you. Thank you for leaving me alone. Thank you for the shiny thing.
This should prove useful later.
Nope, nope, nope. Fly swatter Kamado. I need to get away from this guy. I'm gonna go touch a ladder about it. That normally solves my problems. Oh god, there's so many guys who are mad at me. Thank you, ladder. I love ladders, dude. They're so good. Strongest shit in the game. They make the enemies ignore you. That guy will almost assuredly get angry at me if he sees me. So I'm gonna try to give him a bit of a berth here. Nope, he's mad. Get me out of here.
Come at me! I'll take you all on!
Get me out of here.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Alright, where is this gonna stick me? I'm not gonna bash my head against that either, just because it's so clearly somewhere I shouldn't really be.
Whoa, got a rare doodah right here.
Whoa!
Is that what I think it is?
As much as I do want to keep exploring the interior of this island, it's just so clearly somewhere I'm not supposed to be right now.
Guess it's time to plan the day.
This is also very clearly somewhere I probably should not be trying to hang out. What was all that? It's like a big shadow or something.
Whoa, got a rare doodah right here.
It seems like the enemies over this way are lighter. Like, as in, there are less of them over here. So let's see what I can do over here. First pillar remnant. I don't even know where the hell that is. I mean, I'm clearly close enough to it that the game thinks I need to give a shit about it, but where exactly it is, I do not know. I'm gonna go on ahead and fill in this beach. Go up there, and then I think it looks like there's not a way through that like cliff there. So I'm not gonna worry too much about that. No, it looks like, no, there's like a... Okay, no, I see what's going on there. I'm picking up what's going on. Swim back to the beach and then go up and follow the cliff edge here. Looks like there's a treasure up there. I'll try to grab it. No guarantees, though. This looks like it'll fill in if I just follow that cliff there. Yeah, this is a huge island. Absolutely massive. Still so much of it I haven't explored, and there's boats still all the way over there, too. Incredible.
Opportunity's too good to pass up. I say we retrieve it.
Retrieve what? It's gone, dude. Yeah, the extremely high level bugs make me feel like I maybe shouldn't be here either, but I'm doing it anyway.
How are we meant to fight that?
No, we run away. That's how we're meant to fight that. We die immediately. That's how we're meant to fight that. Well, the nice thing about having this fast travel point is that the boat is right there right now, so I don't feel as bad, like kind of smashing my head against the wall that are these extremely large bugs. Okay, so I did get that, so I can just kind of go dead forward here. Kind of try to avoid our large friend right there and fill in what I can. I guess to be more precise, try to avoid all of our large friends over here. No, there's one right there. Hopefully he doesn't notice me while I'm running by. This guy might. I hope he doesn't. I want the treasure and I want the map. Why is my phone going off? What do you want? Oh, LinkedIn dog shit. Cool. Thank you for wasting my time.
What are you hiding? Let's put it away for safekeeping.
Oh, that guy turned around. Time to walk back closer to the wall. Hope that he ignores me. He did. Thank you. Alright, now for the hard part, which is getting this, like, center section. It might be hard part, might not be. But then I think I've filled in all the map on this island that I can really feasibly get to at the moment. Let me take a look-see. Yeah, because getting into the center here is precarious at the best of times. There's a little bit of area over here that I could fill in, and I could probably keep smashing my way on into there to try to get this filled in, but then there's like a whole other, it's a whole can of worms basically that I don't necessarily want to open right this minute, so I think we're gonna move on. It's over here somewhere I've been. Looks like it's on the edge, so I think it is, actually. Yeah, this is somewhere I've been. Okay. It's like a lighthouse. Yeah, there it is. That's where I want to go, I think. I want to try to get in there. Looks like it's like a bridge. There's like a bridge that leads there. Looks like you can zip line there too, which is convenient. Thurbin Island, it's called. There's a bridge that goes to this island right here. Oh, that you can in fact get off at, which is nice. Looks like there's Agnes shit here, which is fine. But if there's a zip line, yeah, it looks like, almost kind of looks like it's a colony. Let me just try to fill in as much of the ocean area around here as is reasonable before I start figuring out where I want to go, how I want to deal with getting this thing figured out. Because it looks like it's all connected, but then there's that secondary island up above the lighthouse that's got the zip line that goes down into here. Yeah, there's that zip line that I was talking about. Yeah, let me just kind of fill in some of the ocean area around here. Actually, yeah. Like I was talking about, oh yeah, I want to zip line onto that upper part, and then kind of come in down at the lower part. Then I just start preparing to do not that thing. Yeah, definitely looks like some Agnia military shit going on over here. Little 72 guy. Yeah, like right here. It also looks like you can zip line to this place too from elsewhere. Eugene Ravoon. What a name. Yeah, if you asked me to describe the scale of this area, I would probably describe it as big as several areas put together. So that's just how big it feels.
Hey, get a load of this.
Get a load of what, buddy? What are you trying to talk to me about here? Are you talking about this? I'll get a load of that in a minute there, buddy. Cool down. I got map to fill in.
They've really gone and done it now.
Like a Mora Mora kinda. That's probably exactly what they are, yeah. Mora Moras.
So monsters even fight among them. Let's put away for safety.
You guys were trying to say things at the same time. I couldn't make out what either one of you were saying.
How about here? Never seen this place before.
Yeah, it looks like you can kind of zip line your way across almost to that the spot with the lighthouse over there, which is pretty rad actually. At least I think it is. Yeah, and this just kind of all connects to one another. Just needed to fill in that little chunk of map there, and I do not want to fight this person wherever they are. An extremely large Mora Mora, no thank you, buddy. Please leave me alone. Thank you.
And off we go.
Corpse down below at the bottom of this cliff. Where did that even, the extremely large Mora Mora even like wander off to? I haven't seen him since he tried to kill me there for a second. So looks like this you can kind of connect to over here. So I suppose I'll go this way since it's right here, right?
Will it move now?
So I mean, I can always fast travel to right before that first zip line over there. That's always an option.
It's a training day.
This was a nice find.
What are you hiding, little guy?
Excuse me there, gentlemen.
Okay. Of course.
And off we go.
This just kind of circles back around. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, it just reconnects right below here, actually. That's neat. I like that. I suppose I'll just climb back up. It's probably quicker than going into the menu to fast travel. So that's the way I went the last time. Let me get on up here, see what I can see. Yep, and then that'll take me over to there.
Should be time for dinner soon, right? Like this?
Then here and...
And off we go.
Hmm. I'm intrigued by this, like, Sonic Adventure type rail switch thing that it looks like you can do up here. Highly intrigued. You might just have to be really accurate or something, but maybe I should just take this as is for now, and then worry about getting elsewhere a little later. See where the second one leads. It looks like it leads to the same place. But I might just be able to make this jump. Nope, I was way too late. This'll kill me. No, it won't. Alright, let me get... I'm gonna keep on trying to get up here because it's gonna bug me if I can't. But it looks like if you just jump off that line at the right time, you just kind of land on the ladder there. So you gotta keep your momentum in mind here. So probably like right now. I mean, I landed on there, but this is gonna kill me.
I should have done more.
Which is fine, honestly. Like, it kind of gets me back there a little quicker. Back to where I want to go anyway. There's the corpse. I knew that there was one down there. I just didn't see it.
That sound.
Kavesi airdrop over there as well. Interesting.
Quite a rare sight.
So yeah, I think if I can just get onto that other line quickly enough and not miss horribly like that. Yeah, that's gonna be too far to jump no matter how you shake it.
Well, lucky devils.
Thanks. I guess since I'm already down here, I'll grab this corpse and I'll go over there.
Oh, did you see that? We can't leave it like this.
Yeah, do not feel obligated to stick around through my like sicko shit that I'm up to right now. It's fine. Looks like some Kavesi guys have swung by that their airdrop, so won't have a choice but to fight. Only like level 40 though, so.
Yes, here we go. Don't just assume they're pushovers.
Come on, I'll set you straight.
Don't just assume they're pushovers, she says. I'm going to assume that they're pushovers because they're pushovers.
This'll keep me going.
There we go.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall. Okay, let's get it open.
At your service.
It's gonna fill in this little chunk of water. So there's another little, like a singular little spot down this way that I also need to grab. So I'll swim over there real quick and then I'll fast travel back up top and keep trying to get that, get to that weird spot that I can see that looks like I can get to. That requires the jumping. Alright, there we go. Yeah, much better. Alrighty.
We'll take this down.
Damn, I missed. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to get up there. Wait for her to surface, unfortunately. There we go. With loads of time to spare, too. Just aim for the ladder. Even if I don't hit it, it still worked out. We got there. That's what matters at the end of the day. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, nice. Another one of these. Mercury rings. Boost critical rate by 60%. That's crazy work. Oh yeah, I have all these guests. Forgot about those guys. Whatever, they don't give a shit. they'd have said something if they cared about what I was doing. So it's clear that they approve. They don't. They're perfectly happy just watching me spin my wheels and explore. Or they're just sitting down in the boat, just absolutely steaming mad, waiting for me to come back so they can yell at me.
Well, lucky devils.
And I don't have to jump anymore. I can just kind of ride this thing down till it's over. Lovely. Oh, geez, Louise. That's a lot of corpses, huh?
Lucky devils.
We can't just leave this be.
Damn right, Tyon. These guys clearly did a lot of work getting here. With how close they got to this
Good.
this military outpost up here. Where the hell does this go?
A rare thing? Like this?
And then here and...
Goes dead ahead, but don't I already have something that... Yeah. I can already get over there from... Okay. I'm not gonna take that one then. I'm gonna take this one.
We'll take this down.
Yeah, this looks like some kind of facility, I suppose. I mean, what it's for, I don't know, but...
Made it in one piece.
Erythia Relay Base.
Here's a tough customer.
Man, I think I'm gonna, not only because this guy shouldn't be too hard, but also like for the fast travel point, I think I'd take this guy. You first.
Where's my stuff?
Got it. I'm in the exit.
I'll take one.
Nice job.
Okay.
Do you think this plan might work?
Check out what I've got in mind. I'll make it. I'll take one. Again.
I just thought of a great idea.
I used my thinking muscle for this one.
I just thought of a great idea.
Just you keep making Tyon do more and more damage all at once. It's fine.
One more for the road.
Just number keep going up. The fun never ends.
The fight's still on.
Let's get this done.
Are you ready?
Okay. I wonder why it kicked me out on that one. Probably because it knows, like, okay, yeah, you'll just kind of get whatever you want if you keep doing it like that. Which I suppose that the game doesn't want to let me do for free, but
Swing of it. That's how you pull off a win.
Yeah. See if we can keep this up.
Support you. Got it.
This is valuable. I'll hang on to it.
Let's put it away for safekeeping.
yeah, I mean that just gives me a fast travel point back here, which is nice.
Whoa, visitor. No more. You're
Show us what you got, Senna.
I can't keep them interested.
Easy.
Embarrassing.
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You're
Data archives. Seems like the sort of area that I'm in early, but that's fine.
You look great. They're on us. Orders?
There we go.
Spectacular. I'm the girl with the gall.
Let's fight the big guy.
Thanks.
Should be eminently doable. Get rid of these guys over here, though. So they decided that they wanted to join in on the party. So I just ditched these guys real quick. Alright, now we can focus properly. Get in on the chain attack so I can kind of get caught back up on healing here. Let me just juice tie on until good things happen. That's awesome. That's actually absolutely fantastic. So we got Mooney Monica.
I've got an idea. Observe my strategy.
Yeah, I think we, considering what the goal was here, I think we just go for damage right now. Or we go for healing, rather. Nah, not quite enough. That's okay. Yeah, we do this. We do you, actually. I don't think that you'll finish it. Correct. Do this. Chill at the point limit. Do this for maximum damage. Do that to get the number to go up as high as possible. This should do pretty good damage. I mostly went for this just to get healing out of it, so not the end of the world if yeah, I figured that guy was close to being done.
It means there were no holes in my strategy.
Yes. This does lead back outdoors. There's treasure in there, but I just want to fill in this little bit of map here. That's on either side, and then I'll go back in and go collect that treasure. Hop into the base proper after that, because this is clearly like some kind of base or something. Well, it is. It says it. Locked door. Can I drop down from above, you think? Maybe. Maybe there's like an area in here that I can like, a spot that I can like press a button or whatever to open that or something. Probably in here if there's anything like that. No? Nothing? No fun. No fun at all. Nah, that's way too far to jump. I can't jump up on that. Alright. Looks like that's not opening right now. See if I can get through this door here. See if it'll let me. Nope. Well then, in that case, that's everything I can do here. Just get out of this place on foot. Pretty much because I can. I'll actually take a look at the larger map here to kind of figure out what I want here. Do need to get back to the ship, but think I'll swim a little bit until I get sick of it. Or I start bumping into enemies that are too strong. Either or, really. Nah, I want to go up here.
That's gonna be a tough fight.
What is? Oh, this guy? I didn't plan on fighting him. He's gone anyway. Alright. So I go to the back to this lookout.
We'll take this down.
And I'll use that to kind of just hop down into the water near the boat. Looks like I missed some of the beach over here, so let me grab that too while I'm right here.
Looks like a pretty rare specimen.
Alright, much better. Going ahead and fill in this little guy right here. And get back in. No, I'm not allowed to go that way. Boat too big. So we've got this little chunk to fill in as well, so I'll take care of that real quick here. Grab some items along the way too, never hurts.
Oh, that's a rare one.
Oh hey, there's a campsite right there, that's cool. With a quest nearby.
How about we take a little rest there?
You're bickering again. Some of our stuff has vanished mysteriously. The tools and cooking stuff and general traveling equipment. Alright. They seem to have lost their stuff.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Poorly, as it turns out. Let me just fill it. I don't want to fight this guy.
Hey, that's not your everyday jump.
Marignas.
Gotta follow.
Is that what I think it is?
Just gonna fill this in while I'm following this trail. It'll bother me if I don't. There we go. Well, I'm attempting to follow this trail anyway. I'm getting distracted from it. You'll pick it back up. Alrighty. I do not wish to draw the big guy's ire once again. But boy, this really is dragging me pretty far afield here. What are these tiny structures in here? Is that like more random shit that these guys have taken or whatever?
Sweet, let's poke around.
Yeah, looks like it.
Don't just assume they're pushovers.
It has to be done.
Advantage! You're killing me, This'll keep me going. Shockwave! Uppercut! Slam!
Don't assume they're pushovers, she says. I will assume that they are pushovers.
This isn't worth our time. Well, this won't be any trouble.
Keep it up, Neo.
You're dealing with me. This'll keep me going. Uppercut. This'll keep me going. Falcon. Crash out. Keep it up, Neo. I can't keep it.
You're a lifesaver.
Falcon.
Let's get moving.
What are they gonna do? Make me yawn myself to death?
Let's just sneak a peek.
Say, isn't this valuable?
Let's put it away for safekeeping. This isn't worth our time.
It has to be done.
Myopic scream!
You're dealing with me. Uppercut. Crash out. That's all you've got. Monica, there's nothing that you don't do.
Myopic scream.
Just gotta blast through a couple of easy enemies here and
All figured out.
be well on our way.
Whoa, got a red!
Not sure whose rank went up exactly, but
We can
someone's
spot
did. It's a little bit boring to be fighting such easy guys, but for a good cause.
I'd say we were moving in sync. Right, Tile?
Shall we deal with this?
I'll take 'em on. This'll keep me going.
Myopic
You're dealing
scream!
with me. I can't keep them existing. Crash out. I'll take 'em on. Thanks. I'll take 'em on.
I kind of figured though that we were due to bump into these guys.
You around, Senna?
Feels like it's been a hot minute.
they're doing.
Can return to the camp here. Not use it yet. Just need to fill in this little chunk of map up here. Then I will be on my way once again. Alright. I'm gonna go around this stuff here.
Oh man, they've really gone and done it now.
Fill in this little islet. Oh, there's a corpse here too. Let's take care of that bad boy.
Better see them off. I don't mind waiting.
Looks like I don't have much of a choice here but to swim. It seems like the boat just doesn't fit in here. So I'll just swim it for a little bit. Yeah, like on all sides pretty much, it just does not fit. Alright. So you need to make sure that guy advancing quickly was not threatening.
Don't like this fog one bit.
Get that little nub right there. Take a look, see how I'm doing here. Actually, generally pretty good. Like, I mean, I imagine that a lot of this is gonna wind up just being like dead area, you know, like, and then over here, like, I can't take the boat over there, so I'll have to get over there without the boat. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like it wants to let the boat in the area that I'm currently in, which is fine. Not the end of the world. A little annoying, I suppose. But I'll live. I'd like to return to the boat, though. Gotta kind of like worm my way out of here. Seems like I've connected with the edge here. Just make sure that I get that chunk right there. Let's get this little islet right here.
Is that what I think it is?
Tico Shooks. Hello there, pointy lad.
Gotta be a toughie, huh? What are you hiding, little
This should
guy?
prove useful later.
Let's put it away for safekeeping.
Is that what I think it is?
There's the boat. I'm just gonna get this little chunk right here and then hop back in the boat. There we go. Alright, let me take a look, see at the map again here. It's like a little chunk like over here. Like I just missed the edge of like an islet or something. There we go, much better. And then if I go around here, there's like a little beach that I need to fill in too. So let me just do that real quick. It's got an ether thing on it, which is fine. But not really strictly necessary right this second. Suppose it's better to know about it than, you know, not, but there are plenty of spots, plenty of ether channels all over the place. They're just kind of a constant.
Something fell when the shell broke.
This was a nice find.
Okay. Didn't mean to disembark. So what I want to do is I want to get up close to this, because this... Man, have I been up this? Oh, I have. Yeah, that leads to that predator spot with that one guy. Okay, never mind. For some reason I thought I hadn't been up there, that is. Yeah, I expect that a lot of this whole process is gonna look a lot like what I'm doing right now. Or I'm just kind of going back and forth over and over again, and like just open areas of ocean just to get the map to fill in. I will say that I wish that like while you were in the boat or whatever, like your like map detection range or whatever the fuck you want to call it, like was higher than it is. Would make this whole thing a hell of a lot easier, to be fair. I'm just gonna hop off and go in.
It's another thing to see it for yourself, eh?
Oshia's Reef Ravine, huh? Unfortunately, since I have to swim my way around, it's going to take a little while for me to fill in this chunk of map, but I'm going to get this shiny thing right now. Sharp Scale Lagoon. Okay. I might be able to just kind of swoosh in behind him and grab it, because I'm not sure that I really want to fight these guys right this second.
These are worth a bit, right? Let's
Certainly
put away
can.
for safekeeping.
I'll take that. That's easy. It's nice when things are easy. Alright. Let's just get the rest of this map filled in. Inside here, and then I will return to the boat. And I'll probably call the stream once I do get back to the boat.
Oh, hate this.
What, all the swimming? Yeah, it's not my favorite either, but that's what happens when you're in the ocean. You gotta swim. Nothing left to do but to do it, right? Could you say something else, please, next time? Or are you just gonna keep on saying that?
We've been spotted.
I'll take them on. Thanks. Crash out. This is Sandy, Kion. Uppercut. Flat. Falcon. Overboard. Cord power. Hammerhead. Big. Rush.
Myopic screen! That's where it hurts the most. Nice move, Kyle. Myopic screen! Protection!
Fire flurry!
Demolition. Crash out.
Splitter!
I'll keep on the attack. There's nothing getting back. Now we're in the swing of things.
Myopic screen!
Coming together.
It's definitely getting close to bedtime for me.
I'd say we were moving in sync. Right, Tyon?
Just want to finish filling in this area right here, and then we'll head on back.
Guys, get ready to fight.
Also trying to do it while not getting too accosted too much. But there's only so much that can be done on that front.
This'll keep me going. Overboard! I can't keep them interested.
You're a lifesaver.
Make it quick. It's amazing. Things are building up. Too easy.
There we go.
Come after me, and that's what you get.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
I'm hoping that these guys leave me be, but I'm not gonna hold my breath, you know? Not because they'll be like easy, it's just it'll make me get through this a little quicker. No, don't do that. Alright. All that I want to do left here is just get back to the boat. Hoping that these enemies right here don't make that process more annoying than it needs to be. They seem to really want to go in there though, so. Alright. Making some solid progress, that's for damn sure. I might see if I can make some time to make some more forward progress on getting this mapped between now and Thursday, but don't hold your breath on that. That's not always necessarily easy.
Let's rest and heal up.
I tend to stay pretty busy on days that I stream,
I definitely feel stronger.
just with how, like, when I get out of work and stuff. But you know, play menus here for a second, just see if there's anything anything of interest that I can do real quick here. But not gonna. Yeah, didn't think so. Nonetheless, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for putting up with my
Progress.
me being silly about this stuff. I always appreciate it. Should be back to the longer streams on Thursdays, assuming nothing else funky happens at work. So we'll probably work on this a little bit more, and then when I get sick of it, I will. I'll go do the plot. I've been told that there's some long cutscenes coming up, so that's kinda... Admittedly, that's part of the reason I avoided it today. But I also do genuinely want to, you know, map out this whole ocean. It's such a big area. It takes a while, so... I might see if I can play a little bit over the weekend or something, or figure something out. Just so I'm not... Again, sitting here just, like... going forward and back in areas of open ocean for hours on end, because that seems kind of nightmarish. At least as a viewer, it would be. I feel like I'd get sick of it unless the streamer had something especially interesting to talk about, which, you know, sometimes I do, but sometimes I don't. So yeah, likely plot on Thursday, Earthbound tomorrow. Hopefully I'll see you there for... Be great if you swung by for both, but no big deal if not. I don't know. Have a good rest of your night, I guess. I'll see you around.